Hi guys, I thought I would just do a little preface before the vlog starts. These vlogs were taken in early September, and little did we know then what would happen just under a month later in Israel, of which we saw one of the worst attacks on Jewish people since the Holocaust. I feel it's important to still get these vlogs out there to showcase the beauty of the country, highlight the people, the food, everything that we experience, and show you what a beautiful country it is. That being said, my comments will not be a place to argue this. It is not a place of conflict. If there are any pro-Palestine comments, anything like that, they will be removed. I am very strong on my pro-Israel stance, and if that means you unfollow me, then by all means, yeah. Enjoy these vlogs for what they are, which is a family of 4 going away to Israel for a trip to experience what it's like for the first time. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you soon.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know.
Looks like I'm one each day, a different colour.
Out for the evening.
Come on, Miss Vane.
Food and shops.
Hold on, I was just picking up a bud, you know, a smoking bud. Someone flicked it on our patio. Was it clean? Anyway,
What cannabis bud? What kind of bud?
You know,
Have you ever seen a fancier little 7-Eleven? Going into the tasting room. Not the doctor's clinic.
Oh, that's where Neil.
Could do though. Wow, that's more than wine. So we're at this wine bar, and you go and you have like a card, and you can just pick your own wines. Mum's no idea what she's doing, she's just filling it up as she goes. Me and Darren struggling with the food menu. It's a very small food menu, but we've made it work. Brioche and focaccia, and I'm waiting on a pasta. Let me see what it's green.
Green?
It's green.
that sauce is nice, isn't it, Darren?
I'm coming. Look at the cookies. Yeah, well, I'll use Mum's if I run out. green American eagle.
Oh yeah, hi guys. So we are back. We're now back in the room. We just went out for dinner at some wine tasting bar that Simon wanted to go to. The food was okay. Didn't really. It wasn't really our thing, really, but. And then went to the mall to have a look around and then come back in. But tomorrow we're going to the Holocaust Memorial, I think it is, museum in Jerusalem. So we've got to be up early to get the train to Jerusalem. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow and good night. Oh,
A cookie.
Sophie got herself a cookie.
Yeah.
She's a cookie monster.
That's it all.
Bye for now.
Good morning, guys. So it is Thursday and we're just about to head out. Today we're going to Yad Vashem, which is the Holocaust Memorial site in Jerusalem. Darren's not coming with us, he's not feeling too good. So just the three of us today. Again, I don't know how much I'll be able to film of it, but I'll film where I can, insert like a picture montage if I can. So yeah, let's go. We're at the train station and we're heading off. And it's busy rush hour. We're walking and walking. It's about a 10-minute walk from the light rail. So we've just come out, we've been in there for about 3 hours in the museum, and now there's like other bits we can go into. Dad wants to go into the book of names, and so yeah, be prepared for a long day here. Here is Darren. So we are back from the museum. I got a book, obviously. I will talk a bit more about it later, but now we are heading out. It's about 5 o'clock for some dinner. We've not actually had lunch today. Darren had like a nice coffee from the pool area And yeah, we're gonna just head out and explore a little bit. So yeah, I'll catch up with you a bit better later. So we've just had dinner and now we're at the beach. Just walking back to our hotel, which is just up on the cliff there. So we are back in the room. We've just been to dinner by the beach. We went back to that Saltero.
Yeah.
I think it's called. We basically all had what we had the other night, the schnitzel and the steak. It was really good. We watched the sun go down. Darren seems to be tired, but he slept for most of the day. You're going out down to the bar with Dad in a bit. It's about 20 to 8. And I think I'm going to have a nice bath. When we went out to the shops yesterday, I got a bath bomb from the pharmacy, so I think I'm going to have that. And yeah, I thought I'd talk to you a little bit more about Yad Vashem, which is the Holocaust Memorial and Museum here in Israel. So it's over near Jerusalem, so we took the train there and then the light rail. Someone helped us to do the passes for the light rail, and it's maybe like 15 minutes on the light rail from Jerusalem sort of train station. What we found out is, you know, we got the lifts, Darren, the other day, because like there was a mad rush for the lifts, and if you've ever been to Covent Garden and had to wait for the lifts, it's like that. And we were like, why does everyone take the lifts? Like, surely there's escalators. Well, we found the escalators today, Darren, and we had to take about 4 massive escalators, like the extra long ones. Then we googled it, and it's like it's the deepest, or one of the deepest underground railways. It's about 80 meters below the ground or something, like really deep, because I guess Jerusalem's on top of the mountains. So yeah, that was a little interesting fact. So once we got to, and I will put a little annotation of what the name of the station is, it's basically the end of the light rail. We had like a 10-minute walk from there down the hill to the museum. I think they may do a shuttle, but we didn't see it and we didn't wait for it. It was quicker really for us to walk, and it wasn't, even with the heat, it wasn't too bad. It is a free place to enter. We did pay for the audio bits, but I don't think you necessarily need them. I mean, there's loads of things to read as you go around, so I don't think it's that necessary if you are doing it, you know, on a budget. And to be honest, the headphones really hurt, so bring your own headphones to like plug in if you've got them. And it was quite hard at the start. There was a lot of school groups and it made it quite hard to hear everything. School groups are just, that's a whole nother story for another day. But yeah, it was kind of annoying. You could definitely see those that were actually really interested and those that are sort of just being dragged along on the school trip, which is a shame. So yeah, there was one moment, it was a whole saga. But anyway, we were in there, I think we got there about 10:45, was time we actually went in, there's a cafe there, so we had a little snack before we went in, some drink, and then we got in about 11:15. And what time did I message you that we were out? Like 2, just after 2 o'clock. And that was literally just the main museum sort of memorial bit. It like zigzags all the way to from one end of the building to the other. And if you want the wide spectrum of everything, or not everything, but you know, a lot of information really, from how like Hitler came into power, how Germany rose with the Nazis, and then how he took over each country, and then obviously what happened to all the Jewish people and the laws into different concentration camps, how that came about, to, you know, resistance, uprising, all of that to the end. There was a lot of information, like it was quite heavy, and yeah, if you want sort of that overall picture, then it's a really good place to go to. There are a few things that were quite harrowing and like I've not necessarily seen before. I've done a couple concentration camps. I've done Auschwitz, those two there, and then I've also done Sachsenhausen on a school trip. I've done the memorial, that's in Berlin, and I've done the Wannsee house where they did the final solution with school. So I've done a bit, and I've got sort of little pieces of information from each, but I felt like this was like, if you want to know a lot, this is the place to go. But like I said, we were in there a long time. I think there may have been like one toilet in the middle of it, I'm not sure, but there's nothing for you to be able to buy to eat or drink whilst you're in there, and you can't take any photos or videos, hence you haven't seen anything. If I find something online, like a photo I can insert, I'll show you. There was like a couple people that I guess hadn't seen, because there wasn't like a load of signs throughout saying you couldn't photograph a video, but they just told us as we went in that we weren't allowed to, and you know, I want to respect that. So if there's something I can find online, I will insert a clip or like leave a video link down below. But yeah, there was a couple like really quite harrowing things in there, more so as it got to like the Auschwitz bit. But there were things that we all learned. I think Dad got a little more emotional, and there was a couple of people that were getting quite emotional by it, obviously. There was, I think you can probably pay for tour guides, because I saw a few people both like in groups and like individual people. There was one woman who was like walking around with just one woman, like a one-to-one tour, and I was sort of like listening into what she was saying, which was really quite interesting. So yeah. And then once you come out of the big memorial hall, you are greeted with this most beautiful view, which I think I might have taken a clip on. I don't know if I got it on my camera, but I definitely got it on my phone, so I'll insert that. It was just beautiful. And then you come out and there's a couple other like memorials. There was a photography sort of exhibition. There was a main sort of book shop, and then as you go to the exit there is another just general gift shop, and there's lots of books. The gift shop itself is just general Israel, Jerusalem type stuff, but there is a lot of books in there. So there's ones that are specifically published by the museum, which is what I bought, and then they have just your general books that you see out and about, both fiction and non-fiction. So if you're looking for a book, that's the place to go, is the one as you're leaving. Like I said, it is a free experience, so I would highly recommend it. Didn't see too many kids in there. I think I saw sort of one or two with their parents, so take it that way you will. But yeah, I think Dad gave a donation as we went out. Obviously we'd paid for the headset, and then also all the proceeds from like the book I bought go back into the museum. So it was really interesting, and we are just going to have a chilled evening, chill day tomorrow, and then I think we're going to go and look more at the port in Tel Aviv. So yeah, I feel like I've not really recorded a lot today, because most of it obviously I couldn't film, but just wanted to like soak it all in. And yeah, also I will say, not many places to sit either as you're going around. The further you went along, the more seats they included, so they obviously know that people get a little bit tired as they go along with it, but it was okay. And at the end, there's this big hall, which I think is like the main thing that people see when you like Google it, of all these photos, and that was quite an experience. And we also went into, they have all the list of names, so we went in there, and obviously we wanted to look up our last names. We know, so my dad's side is Jewish, and we've got my dad's got his maternal side family tree, but we've not got anything on his paternal side, and so we had a look to see if we could find anything with my last name, which is Sternchus. And then literally we walked in, and there was like this other American couple there, and they were flicking through, and Dad like went up to, she was obviously in the area of where the S's would be, and she was literally on the exact page of our name, which isn't, I mean, it's not a common name, but yeah, that was just a really freaky coincidence, whether that be a higher power or, you know, someone up above looking down on us, making our work a bit easier for today. I don't know, but that was kind of freaky. But yeah, I'm going to go and have my bubble bath. Darren's going to go to the bar. And we shall see you in the morning.